Right then, let's do it. Once upon a time, in the great kingdoms of 1896, there was a great hero. And that hero ruled over the land, and his name was... his name was... Robin Hood. So, he ruled over the land, which caused the tide to overflow. And then, ladies and gentlemen, he started to say something, I don't know. But anyway, he saved the beautiful princess, Maid Marian, and so Robin Hood and his lovely princess set out to sea. And it was there they met the whale. And so they cooked up and they ate it for lunch. And so after all that, Robin Hood and his lovely princess sailed up on an island, and they met the stranger. And so he said, and so they didn't even know what the heck the guy was even saying. So Robin Hood and his lovely princess went off to the local library, and they got a dictionary, and they found out that he said, "Hey guys, how is it doing? I am from the United States of America. Where are you from?" And they said, "We're from the United Kingdom." And so Robin Hood and his lovely princess and the stranger went off to sea, and they found out that they landed in Jamaica. And so the stranger said, and so they said, they looked in the dictionary, and they found out that he said, "Hey guys, these guys need a ride home. Do you think you could help them?" And so they said, "Oh sure, we can help them." And so they built a boat as big as a boat. And so after all that, they set out to sea. They yearned to go back to the United Kingdom. And so they found out that they landed in Brazil. And so they found out that it was not the right place. So they set out to sea again. And they found out that they landed in France, where the French people are. And so they set out to sea, and they found out that they landed in Iceland, and they met the Vikings. And they said, and they kept on saying it over and over and over again. They're famous. And so Robin Hood and his lovely princess went off to sea again. And the Vikings, they said goodbye with their famous and so they found out that they landed in New Zealand, and they met two people. And so they went to they met the people, and they were called.
Hello.
Yes.
Had my name on it, didn't it?
Anyway, Robin Hood and his lovely princess met the two people, and they said, And they said, yes, or they did say, what country are you from? And one of the people they met said, well, oh, I'm from New Zealand, G. And so, and he said, and this guy is from Australia. And so, the other guy said, of course I'm from Australia. Where else would I be from? I might as well be from New South Wales other than Australia. I'd rather be in Sydney right now. Instead I'm up here in Auckland in the Sky Tower having tea with you fine people. And so, the other guy said, oh, he called us fine. Well, that's just grand. And so, Robin Hood and his lovely princess went off to sea one more time. And this time, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen! They got back to the United Kingdom! And so they got to Sherwood Forest, just outside of Nottingham. But first, they met George Bush! And so he could teleport them to places, but they did not want him to. So they got to Sherwood Forest, just outside of Nottingham, and so they met the sheriff, and so he said, now ma, what do we have here? Two young scallywags and a young Dates and a what's next? Hobs and Pobsons? And they said, what are you on about, Johnny? And so the sheriff said, well, actually, my name isn't exactly Johnny, it's actually, the sheriff of Nottingham, yes, but you know, and so they said, and, oh, that's mighty grand of that. And so they got back to Nottingham and they met the little rabbits as seen in the first Walt Disney movie, Robin Hood. And so Robin Hood and his lovely, and so the littlest rabbit was very happy to see them, and he said, Golly, it's Robin Hood! Golly, I want to get his autograph! Hey, Mr. Robin Hood, can you sign the piece of paper I've got here? And Robin Hood said, oh sure, I will help you, and wait, you didn't even ask me for any help, so I will sign the piece of paper. So, right when Robin Hood was about to sign the piece of paper, Bert from Mary Poppins fell down from the chimney and he started yelling, step in time, 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 never realize, step in time, step in time, take your knees, step in time, take your knees, you know what I mean. Anyway, so they kicked him out of the house and he called down Mary Poppins and they both floated away on the umbrella. So Robin Hood went over to the castle gates and I saw King Richard standing there. And so King Richard said, at me, Robin Hood, such a fine day to see you all. How have you been treating me daughter? Is she very good? Oh, I most hope so. I've been cooking up a fine meal. It's just like what the Italians used to call it, le pouille. And so they said, and so Robin Hood and his lovely princess said, oh, that sounds very nice. And so King Richard said, do you want to come in my castle? And so they said, okay then. And so they went inside the castle and they saw Elmo from Sesame Street there. And they started to say, this is meant to be this is meant to be the 1895 or 1896 times, not some random 1972 to 1984 split ends times. So
we go again.
So they wrote a letter to Disney and they ordered a TVNZ Preview Sky Digital DVD Blu-ray player. So how it would work in the 18th times, I do not know. So King Richard said, Hey, do you want to come to other parts of the world? And well, I can show you the famous Italy. And so Robin Hood and his lovely princess said, oh no, not really. And King Richard said, oh, okay then. So, okay. And then after all that, Robin Hood and his lovely princess went to the beach. And so they called the whale and they asked it to do its famous call. So it... Yes. And so they congratulated the whale. And then they saw King Richard walking up to them. And he said, oh, Robin Hood, what a coincidence to see you here. Now, I've got something to tell you. I think you should be king for a while, yes. And so Robin Hood said, okay. King Richard said, I don't know if I should be, and King Richard said, oh no, you should be for a while, because I'm going on vacation up to Johnsonville, and well, I need somebody in my place. So Robin Hood said, oh, King Richard, I really don't know if I know anything about being king. And so King Richard said, Robin, you're gonna be king. And so Robin Hood said, oh fine, I will be king. Okay. So Robin Hood went off being king for a while, for 2 days. And so they were in the place, back in the castle. And so, and believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Shrek showed up. What he was doing there, I do not know. But it's like all the people say, we all have to be king sometimes. And just like the symphony orchestra here, ladies and gentlemen, it's always the same. Just like Robin Williams in that movie, License to Wed. And so, the little rabbit from the house, they went to the castle and they saw Robin Hood on the throne. So then he said, gee, Mr. Robin Hood, sir, why are you being king? Where's Mr. Richard? I thought he was being king. Speak now, or I'll have to go through some serious screen therapy. And Robin Hood said, don't do that. He's gone away on vacation up to Johnsonville for a while. And the littlest rabbit said, okay then. So Robin Hood was king for a while. And so, after all that, King Richard returned and he just straightened everything out, I think. Well, after all that, you know what happens. He goes off being king. He comes back with Little John, the little rabbit from the first Walt Disney movie, Robin Hood, as you can hear right here. Yes, that one. Why, even you can buy the first Robin Hood movie from the local Disney website, www.disney.com. I don't know if it will work. I don't know if that's the right address, but you know, ladies and gentlemen, it could be like that. And so, yes. So, Robin Hood and his lovely princess lived happily ever after. good day. Okay, so a good night, good day, good night, and goodbye.